Hey guys, welcome back to GreyWolf TV. We are continuing with X-Files. This is going to be episode 6 of season 3. I really hope it's a bit of a better episode than the last one. The last one was the one in the prison. I wasn't keen, I'll be honest. Anyway, it can only go up from here. So let's go. Episode 6. Okay.
I can't believe this. I mean, I can't believe that after 3 months, we finally meet in person and you're... My sister
What's wrong with his neck?
gave it to me for good luck, I guess.
How can you have not noticed that on his neck? Okay, I'm going to hold off because I've no clue. I'm not even sure what's going to be left.
Cock-a-doodle-doo. Rise and shine in there.
And? Yeah.
Alan Cross, Cleveland PD. Thanks a lot for coming out so quickly.
Cool.
Partner Dana Scully. We're not sure yet that this is her body.
You're not sure?
Can't
We
identify
couldn't make
it.
a positive ID, considering.
Oh my god.
Wendy Sparks, she's our bureau liaison. She thought this would be closer to your area of expertise.
What happened?
4 women from Aberdeen had disappeared in less than a month.
Disappeared?
Only one of the victims
He's moving
was
around.
found, but her body was too decomposed to perform a viable autopsy. Each of the Aberdeen victims had answered personal ads in the local papers. This is the same killer. He's just getting started.
Yeah, this is your MO.
The handyman replaced the locks on the storage closets, and I wanted to bring by your new key. I know what you do, Mr. Encanto.
What is it you think that I do?
With all your typing and those packages from publishers in New York, you're a novelist, right? Or an editor?
It's nothing personal, Agent Scully. I'm just old-fashioned in certain regards.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Old-fashioned?
She expects it to be a dude.
Look, I'm not being sexist here. I'm just being honest.
Where would you like the autopsy report sent?
Subject's name is Lauren McElvey, Caucasian, female.
You might want to... How are you going to do this autopsy? She's just turned into nothing. Has it got worse?
Do you remember what chat room Lauren was in when she met him?
Big and beautiful. She had kind of a weight problem.
She read you his letters. Do you think that she kept any hard copies of them?
Actually, I saved them myself.
Listen, Scully, our killer may have moved out of the personal columns and onto the internet. I'm going to send out a localized online warning. It's similar to stomach acid.
Almost identical, only twice as acidic.
Is that what
I
dissolved
also
her?
found trace amounts of pepsin, which is a digestive enzyme.
Okay, what's in here, Scully, theoretically should contain the same cellular components as her various tissues, right? Skin, muscle, blood. In the results of your chemical analysis, did you find anything missing?
Missing?
Yeah.
I don't think so. What possible motivation could the killer have for removing his victim's fatty tissue? I mean, who do you think we're dealing with here?
Give me some credit, will you, Joe? I happen to be a pretty good judge of character.
Oh,
Look,
dear
I'm not
God.
trying to freak you out or anything.
What?
No,
On a computer
well,
screen?
you're doing a pretty good job of it. I'm scared enough to meet him for the first time without you telling me he's Charles Manson.
I didn't say that.
Talking to somebody on the internet for a month. Don't mean shit, right?
See something you like?
Has he found one that's a bit of a bigger girl?
I have a house for you, baby.
Ah, thanks.
Uh-uh. No kissing. Anything else you want is fine, but no kissing.
There's a place we can go near here.
His skin seemed really dried out.
Get this.
Yeah, I think I just lost your punter.
We're still talking about a guy without a consistent MO.
Not necessarily. These are letters he emailed to Lauren McElvey. Just compile a list of everybody in the Cleveland area who has these kind of credentials. Can you do that?
Yeah. I'll get right on it.
Something else that might
She
help.
took a piece of him. Can you get...
The killer should have an identifiable wound pattern from this.
I'm just picking up a package.
Jesse, did you know that Mr. Encanto's a writer?
I know, Mom. You told me 1,000 times.
How's it going over here?
Good. We're just expanding the search to include the faculty rosters from the local community colleges. What's this here? They didn't find a match.
No, but they did find something else. Check the next page, what I circled.
So fatty acid. Well, Mulder, there are any number of factors which could have caused that result. Where are you going with this?
Okay, it's not yet the finely detailed insanity that you've come to expect from me. It's just a theory. But what if he's not doing this out of a psychotic impulse, but rather out of some physical hunger?
From a dry skin sample, you're concluding what? That he's some kind of a fat-sucking vampire?
Secretes a digestive substance which renders the victim's fat.
Which he ingests before the rest of the body dissolves entirely.
Genetically different human being, a creature who may be responsible for who knows how many missing persons cases throughout the United States.
We've seen it. We've seen him. We know what he does. How did Mulder work that out? She stood you up. She's apologising.
I wouldn't have made a good Amway salesman. I knocked on more doors.
Cross hasn't checked in yet. We've been trying his cell phone, but there's no answer.
Oh.
Whatever reasons you had, I'm sure they were good ones.
Does
you were right, though, about me being afraid. You're taking the bus home?
My car's in the shop, but I'll call you.
Don't be silly. I'll drive you.
Hold on.
You know what? You're absolutely right. It's late. I have a lot of work I have to do. Excuse me.
Saw that the lights on in his apartment. Clearly something. Yep, the detective. Well, arse.
Do you know where my mom is?
No.
No.
She takes a class down at St. Frank's tonight, a poetry class, and she was supposed to be home over an hour ago.
I'm going to New York for a few days on business.
Just leave. He doesn't see you as posing a threat because
Don't
you can't
worry
recognize
about
him.
Did you find him?
He's got a 911 reporting a possible homicide from a young girl at one of the addresses on Cross's list.
Mulder. The landlady's body. We found her in the bathroom.
What about Cross?
I was scared that he'd hurt me.
Did the right thing.
I could tell he wanted to. When he grabbed me, it was next to the door. He said he was going away on business or something. Why would someone do this?
Fortunately,
I don't know, Jesse.
I think it's out of need.
At least that's what it says on his rental agreement. But other than that, there's no record that the guy even exists. There's no DMV, no birth
That's not
certificate,
much.
no social security, not even a bank account.
I'll check flight schedules and have the airport issue an APB.
He made contact with each one of his victims, right?
They've been doing this a long time.
That means they're all in here somewhere, each one of them. Past, present, and future.
Good news is, I can restore the erased files.
Thank you.
Bad news?
These files are all password protected and encrypted.
Who is it?
Ellen, it's me.
Oh,
It's
I didn't
late.
expect him to go to her.
And I'd like not to wake your neighbors.
You need
There's
your
nothing
help.
to talk about. You made it pretty clear what you wanted.
Oh, you don't understand.
I think I do.
Look, Ellen, I gave you a second chance after you kept me waiting in that restaurant.
I'd have thought it'd have been long gone.
Friend?
That was Lauren McElby's online name. These are all his victims. It's a regular grocery list.
We need this scanned and sent to everyone on that list.
What do they say?
Done.
Give me a minute, will you? I'd like to put on some clothes.
Ellen, you don't have to do that.
Please tell me that they should have wanted to all of them.
That was Cleveland PD. They've already reported 3 of the women on the list as missing.
I left messages on the answering machines.
You better go check on them anyway.
That's her. Please tell me. Yes.
I hope you're not
I mean,
online
that
with
doesn't
some
really
other
look
guy.
like him, but
I was just emailing my girlfriend. I still haven't changed my clothes. Why don't you go wait outside and I'll be right out? What do you want?
come on, hurry up.
Can I help you?
We're with the FBI. We're looking for Ellen Kaminsky.
She's in her condo. She just emailed me a few minutes ago.
Ellen?
dear.
This is Federal Agent Dana Scully. I need an ambulance right away to 658 South Hudson Avenue, apartment number 23.
Now put your hands up and step out where I can see you.
Just don't shoot me, man.
Oh shit, it's just a kid. Oh, I did not see that coming. So who was running away then? Was that the kid? Mulder came back. Oh, holy shit, woman. Look at his
47
skin.
women reported missing in 5 states.
Wow. Why? Tell us what's wrong with
Give
you.
their families some peace of mind and tell us how many are on that list because of you.
They're all mine.
Come on, Scully.
I take it it's going to kill him.
Open the door.
You didn't just feed on their bodies, you fed on their minds.
And their emotions.
My weakness was no greater than theirs. I gave them what they wanted. The dead are no longer lonely.
You can flake away in prison. That was good. Okay, episode 6. That was a much better episode than the last one. Okay, first things first. Obviously, this is 1995 when this was made. Internet was new. Chat rooms were new. People were finding new and alternative ways to try and find relationships, not just people who want to hook up. Because a lot of people are lonely. There are a lot of single people. There are more single people now than ever. For one reason or another. I'm not going to go into all the debate of that. We all know why. And this guy was preying on that. I was wondering why he went to all this effort and all this pretense on finding vulnerable, not necessarily vulnerable women, but finding women who were looking for love, looking for companionship, and in effect going down, with all the Italian poems and everything that he knew, because he was a translator, going down the romantic route. And like that first one we saw at the beginning, it was like a month before he met up with her. He had them all kind of lined up like a buffet meal. Why go to all that process? And that's his explanation at the end. I gave them what they wanted, they gave me what I need. But he didn't need to go through all of that. And Scully's absolutely right with what she said. You are worse than a monster. You just didn't kill these women. Before you even did that, you toyed with their feelings, their emotions, their vulnerabilities, all to get what you needed. You'd have been better just picking random bums or people off the street like you did with the hooker, but he chose not to do that. I felt really, really sorry for the woman at the end, but she came through. She grabbed Scully's weapon when he knocked her to the floor and she pulled the trigger. She did not hesitate. And I felt sorry for the little girl, the blind girl, who's now left with no mum, because she was just looking for the same thing. You could see it. And it shows just how easy it can be to be not necessarily manipulated, but given false hope. And I don't know, this online dating thing, I've never done it. I probably never will. My life and job and things that I've done over the last 20 years have revolved around the internet and social media and everything, and I know just how bad it can get and how dangerous it can get. And this was in the infancy of the internet before, the way they had to do that case, Scully and Mulder, the way they had to narrow it down and the process in which way they had to do it would be a lot more it would be a lot easier to narrow it down today, because that's why all this technology is here. This is why you have service providers. This is why you have tracking on everything, IP addresses. They would have been able to have gotten all that information just through the chat room that he was using and backtraced everything. But this was new then. The one thing I was hoping that they didn't get wrong, and for a minute I thought they were gonna, but they didn't, when he's like, oh, he's formatted hard drive, all the files are gone. Wrong. If you think formatting your hard drive gets rid of files, I've got news for you. It doesn't. But the guy went, oh, I've recovered them. So I was like, okay, I'll let it go. What we still don't know was we knew who he was, what he did, how he did it, what the effect was. It killed the victims. He took their fatty tissue from them to replenish his own. But why? What was wrong with him? That's more than just a skin issue, or that's more than dermatitis. Put it that way. What was actually wrong with him? Was he a normal human being? Because he excreted something that the rest of us can't, like an insect. But he didn't answer that. But there you go. I thoroughly enjoyed it though. I love trying to work these out. But what I did say in the episode I focused on is, we knew all that was happening. As the viewer, we were getting to see what he was doing and how he was doing it. We just didn't know why. But Mulder pieced all that together just from the small bits of evidence that they had to begin with, and came up with a theory. His mind is always 2 steps ahead. I don't know how the hell he does it. Right, we'll be back with episode 7 next few days. I'm sure you know we do 2 episodes a week. If you want to watch this in full length, check the link in the description for the Patreon link. It will give you access to the full length episode. And if you're watching on YouTube, it's also available on Odyssey. Link will be in the description down here. And if you've not already subscribed to the channel, guys, why don't you hit that subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up if you enjoy the X-Files, because we've got plenty more to go. And I will see you for episode 7, which is called The Walk, next. Till then, thanks for watching. Take care.